Hello everyone, welcome back to another Honkai Impact third video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the best team composition for Ice Valkyries in version 6.9. We're going to be taking a look at different types of support Valkyries that you guys can use, as well as F2P options, and obviously Ice type DPS Valkyries that you guys obviously can use, as well as F2P options as well. We're going to go over some Stigmatas as well, and different team composition that you can use. And after that, we're gonna be going over a test run. That's just one game. You guys can check how basically I played out. I'm gonna do a commentary on my gameplay as well, so you guys can see what I'm thinking while I do the combo, instead of just saying the combo itself. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Honkai Impact 3rd content. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so if you guys want to help support that, that would mean a lot to me. Also, I do have an Instagram and a Hoyolab account, so if you guys want to try and follow me and just see what I post, also go ahead and follow that as well. I'm going to put a link in the description down below so you guys can check it out as well. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Honkai Impact 3rd content. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright guys, so taking a look at what we have here, this is usually the team that I play in most ice type or ice weathers in Exalted Abyss, but I will be recommending different sort of ice support Valkyries that you guys can use instead of these two. So the first one that I do recommend is obviously Partophilis. She's a really good ice type Valkyrie that is also a support. She's farmable in the asteroid shop, so you guys can get her for free, and she's really good. She provides a lot of good SP recovery for the team, as well as a freeze trauma, which is very important in ice type weathers or freeze weathers. She gives a lot of SP to the entire team, which is kind of crucial, especially for different types of DPS Valkyries that are available, like her share of human ego and her share of reason. So really good Valkyrie to have. She also applies debuffs to the enemy team, including it's basically like impair. She gives impair to the entire enemy team, which is basically total damage taken is increased by whatever percent depending on what rank she is for a certain amount of time. She basically does what Isaac Newton bottom does, but way better. So definitely is really good. However, her weapon is kind of needed because it provides cooldown reduction for her ultimate, which makes her kind of, loop the idea of using her ultimate over and over again, which is basically kind of what Partophilis' identity is, looping ultimates, giving SP regen, giving freeze, giving debuffs to the enemies and stuff like that. So definitely important to try and get her weapon as soon as possible. There's the stigmatas that I'm using for Partophilis. It's mainly due to the Fuhua Margrave set. Gives a lot of ice and fire and lightning damage, which makes her kind of versatile in different matchups. Really good ice type support, as well as fire support, which is kind of crazy. So yeah, definitely try and go for Partophilis as your secondary support option. The second support that I do recommend is Li Sushang. She, I think, is the best ice type support in the game as of right now. She gives a lot of elemental breach and ice damage increase for the entire team. She also gives shield break, which is kind of crazy because usually shield break is often gone towards physical damage, but an ice type shield break is kind of crazy. It's really good. She also gives a lot of time fractures for the team, which could be really good in Memorial Arena and the boss in Exalted Abyss. And she gives time stop with her ultimate. So her ultimate guarantees her time stop, which is really good. So definitely try and go for Li Sushang. I do actually recommend trying to go for her on double S, even though her main S rank is actually not that bad. It's pretty good. She's already really good. She has elemental breach already. But double S is definitely the way to go because she starts unlocking better damage, better SP recovery, and elemental breach, and ice damage increase. So definitely try and go for that. She is farmable in the war treasury. If you guys go, I'm gonna actually show you guys. If you guys go in the supply and the shop, in the activity shop, go to war treasuries, and you'll basically find, where is she? Yeah, there she is. So you'll basically find Li Susheng available. Try to get her to double S as soon as you can, and you should be okay. So definitely a really good ice type Valkyrie to have. The other ice type support that I recommend is where is she? Shigurikira. Shigurikira is basically really strong in terms of time stop. She also has a special effect against black bar bosses, which makes her really unique into some memorial bosses that are available obviously in version 6.9. She has time stop in her burst attack, which is also really good, and gives freeze trauma, insane freeze trauma with her ultimate, which makes her like really nice, because sometimes some bosses require a lot of freeze trauma to actually start doing damage, and having Shigurikira really helps. She also grants debuffs on HP loss, which is really good. However, you do need her in not need her, but at the start of S, she's pretty nice. She does unlock a bunch of stuff, but at double S she starts, doing a lot of damage, where she basically starts to go off at double S. So I definitely try and get her to double S as soon as possible. So these are the main 3 support Valkyries that I do recommend. There's also Haxor Bunny, the one I'm using right now, because it's the Valkyries that I'm most comfortable with. But she kind of got power crept, and Shigurikira does better than Li Susheng, obviously. So the main 3 support Valkyries that I recommend are Li Susheng, Pardophilus, and Shigurikira. Alright, for the DPS characters, definitely the best one as of right now is Herrscher of Human Ego. She's a really good ranged ice type character that provides a lot of good damage, especially with her burst damage. Usually I try to use her burst damage to do obviously damage to the opponent with the debuffs that I grant with other support Valkyries, but overall she has good time fracture. Her ultimate is broken, gives her invincibility. She basically doesn't die, and parried with different type of support Valkyrie, different good support Valkyrie, especially Pardophilus, because you want to basically spam your ultimate as much as possible with SP recovery with Pardophilus. It's gonna be easier for you. So Herrscher of Human Ego is a really good ice type DPS to have. The Stigmatas that I'm using is Ana Shariak, which I don't really recommend because it kind of conflicts with the whole idea of her being a ranged character, but right now Willow is the best option, which is a G4 Stigmata that is farmable. Shigurikira, obviously go for Turgenev. You could also go for her main signature Stigmata, or the Li Susheng Stigmata. So yeah, and also Pardophilus as well. I'm going to talk about Stigmatas later once I'm done with the DPS, but yeah, Herrscher of Human Ego, definitely something you should consider as a good ice type damage dealer. So next is Silverwing Bronya, which is also really good. She's also a ranged character that has mobility in the air, which is also really important, especially in different kind of bosses that are flying. The fact that she can go up in the air and start doing damage is really nice. She's also a very simplistic character to play because you can just spam the barrier, use her burst, and then just start pressing auto attack, and you should be doing good with her attack. So it's really simple character. She was free not free, but sort of free in some cases. She was also free in the battle pass. She was available in the battle pass actually. So there were opportunities where she was free, and now she isn't. So you have to try and wait for the rerun to get her, but she is kind of a low priority, so you shouldn't really worry about that. Next is Herrscher of Reason. It's crazy, after 2 years she's still really good, but you have to get her to double S so she can start doing really good elemental damage. I don't really recommend going for Weltiang as her main damage Stigmata. It's actually Willow that's gonna basically power creep the Weltiang set, but as of right now I only have Weltiang, so I'm gonna go for that. And you also kind of need her her key, Divine Key, which makes it really hard for you to grind. So she is available in the War Treasury, but I don't really recommend going for that. So yeah, that's basically it for the Ice type Valkyries. Most of the DPS that are available are kind of, you know, pay to win, where you have to spend crystals to get them. But the only option that you have for free to play is her Show of Reason, which is available in the War Treasury. So yeah, that's basically it. I'm gonna go over some stigmas that you guys can use for different Valkyries, and then we're gonna go over some games. So let's get right into it. Alright guys, so for the Stigmatas, first off, Partophilis. The one that I'm running right now is the Margrave set, because it provides just such good versatility for different type of elements, not only ice. So Margrave set is also farmable in the Foundry, which is its G2. I think it's either a G2 or a G3 Stigmata, I'm not really sure. You guys let me know in the comments down below, but really good set to have. I'm obviously running her main weapon because it's kind of important. Shigure Kira, definitely try and go for the Turgenev set, because it's just it grants a lot of ice damage for the team, and it's generally a really good set to have. You could also pair it with the May Beach Party, which gives 12 damage to 12 damage debuffs to the enemy, which is really good. So definitely try and go for that. But if you don't really have the crystals for that, you could go for this one instead with, you know, Isaac Newton and Jin Shen Tang. You could also go for the Bastet set, but this also is kind of pay to win. So also for the Li Sushang set, yeah. Everything that I'm mentioning right now is kind of not free to play, but the free to play options are right there. This one is free to play. So there's also Li Sushang. Obviously, her main signature stigmatas are the best ones. I think it's one of the best ice support stigmatas in the game as of right now. But if you guys don't have that, you could obviously go for the Turgenev set, or the one that I mentioned before in previous ones, which is, you know, Jin Shen Tang with Isaac Newton, and you should be really good. You could also use Bastet and different other types of good ice support stigmatas, but the video is going to be really long, so I don't want to mention that. And then for the Elysia set, not for the Elysia, for all the DPS and the ice type, all ice type DPS, I always recommend G4 Stigmata Willow, because it's obviously just the best farmable one. So obviously if you have the signature Stigmata for them, definitely try and go for that, but Willow is the best farmable ice damage Stigmata. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So we're gonna go over the games, actually trying to showcase different types of teams, and yeah, let's get right into it. Alright guys, so the teams that I recommend obviously is anything that is related to Li Sushang and Partophilis or Shigure Kira, and you can use basically any ice damage dealer that you want basically, and involving these two you should be okay. This is going to give you a lot of SP recovery, and this is going to give you a lot of ice damage and elemental breach, so, and shield break. So you should be all good, all set with these two. If you guys don't have Shigure Kira, not Shigure Kira, Li Sushang, you could go for Kira instead, and you should be all good as well. So this is basically the team composition you should go for. These two or Li Sushang, and then the ice damage dealer, any of your choosing, and you should be okay. So we're gonna get into a game. Actually, let me go for let me go for Brony, because I really enjoy playing her. So I just want to show you guys how much SP recovery she gives for the team. Actually, let me plug in my controller real quick, just so you guys can see. So we're going to be playing a game and show you guys how it works. So I'm going to be running the Turgenev set for good ice damage increase for the team, and then the Margrave set with the Piranha Phantasma and the Anna Shadiak set. So let's get right into it. Okay, so what I usually do in these types of games is start off with the secondary support, which is Brony. I'm gonna obviously use this just so I can start, you know, gathering them. This is gonna trigger the 50E for Partophilis because I'm using her weapon. And then here you can see, and if you can see the bar and below the health, the SP recovery is actually kind of crazy. And as you can see here, I'm already set for my ultimate. So I'm gonna be using the ultimate here, and then just start spamming what is available to you. You could also use a QTE for Brony. It's gonna be easier for you guys to do more damage to that. It's gonna apply pressure, and just spamming, and you should be fine. Just hold burst, spam the QTE, and then spam this one, and then she's gonna go back to her original form instead of her short form, and then you can start looping with Bardo Fearless with SP recovery. Oh, change weapons, press this, and then auto attack, and then use alt. It's gonna reset the moves for Khan basically, and then here you go. I'm gonna be at full. Wait just a second. So you can spam. You can start seeing how things is gonna work. You start spamming the ultimates over and over again, and there you go, he's dead. So yeah, that's basically how I try and play it out in different in Vice and Mirage, obviously, and in different sort of in Exalted Abyss, basically. So yeah, that's basically it. I think the only reason why I'm playing Brony right now is because I haven't been kind of focusing on the other Valkyries and just been focusing on Portal Fearless, trying to get her to triple S. So yeah, you guys can use Li Sushang for Elemental Breach and the other reasons that I listed before, but Brony is also kind of a good option, but she kind of got power crept. So if you guys enjoy the video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Honkai Impact 3 content. I went a bit more technical into the Valkyries because, you know, I want to make sure you guys understand why I'm choosing these Valkyries instead of other Valkyries that are available in the game. So if that's better, please let me know in the comments down below. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys enjoyed the video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Honkai Impact 3 content. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.